now know when it is we are going to see Caitlin Clark back on a basketball court with other participants. This is going to be rather interesting because we are going to see Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Paige Bueckers all playing together.
A training clip just surfaced that's got everyone talking. Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Paige Bueckers are all working out together at USA Basketball's senior national team camp, and the internet can't handle it. For the first time ever, these three superstar talents are seen training side by side in an official setting, and the footage is going viral. This isn't just another practice session, it's a bold glimpse into the future of women's basketball. Fans are absolutely buzzing, and it's easy to see why. Are you hyped to watch them together, or does this raise questions about the international stage? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
Here on ESPN, there was an article put up. Shout out to Alexa Philippou. You be on it, girl. Alexa, you be on it, girl. You be on it. Here it says, Caitlin Clark, Paige Bueckers, Angel Reese, and Juju Watkins will be among the 10 players making their USA Basketball senior national team camp date.
The internet went wild last week when footage dropped of Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Paige Bueckers training together at USA Basketball's senior national team camp. But this isn't just a casual workout. This is an official USA Basketball camp taking place at Duke University from December 12th to 14th. The stakes? Huge. The basketball world is still buzzing over what this could mean for the future of women's basketball on the international stage. Here's the context. USA Basketball organized this camp to evaluate players for the 2026 FIBA Women's World Cup. Leading the charge is newly appointed Managing Director Sue Bird, tasked with assembling a team capable of claiming a 5th consecutive World Cup gold. This isn't just a selection process, it's a mission to protect a legacy, to extend one of the most dominant streaks in international sports history.
The 18 participants also include former Olympians and World Cup gold medalist Chelsea Gray, Brittany Griner, Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, and Kalia Copper, plus 3-on-3 Olympian De'Erica Hamby. Bree Jones, a member of the 2022 World Cup team, was also named to the training camp squad, while 2023 #1 draft.
The roster for this camp reads like a dream team of women's basketball. Chelsea Gray brings her Olympic and World Cup gold medal experience. Brittany Griner, arguably the most dominant force in the game today, is there. Kelsey Plum adds her championship pedigree. Jackie Young represents the rising WNBA stars, while Kay Copper brings consistency and veteran leadership. The camp also features 3x3 Olympian De'Erica Hamby and Bonna Jones, a gold medalist from the 2022 World Cup. But here's where it gets really exciting. Some of the sport's brightest young stars are stepping onto this stage. Aaliyah Boston, the 2023 #1 overall WNBA draft pick, is expected to participate. Cameron Brink, Lauren Betts, Sonia Citron, Kiki Alfaro, Rakia Jackson, and Veronica Burton are all making their senior national team camp debuts. Many of these athletes have already claimed gold with USA Basketball at the junior level, highlighting the talent pipeline that continuously feeds the senior program. And then there are the three names everyone can't stop talking about: Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, and Paige Bueckers. These players aren't just elite athletes. They're a generation that elevated women's basketball into the mainstream. They've transformed the WNBA into must-watch television, attracting new audiences and reshaping professional women's sports. Caitlin Clark has become a global sensation. Her scoring prowess, court vision, and clutch performances have made her one of the most marketable athletes in the world. She's put the WNBA in conversations it had never been part of before, catching the attention of corporate sponsors, international scouts, and fans everywhere. When Clark hits the court, people watch. Angel Reese has established herself as one of the game's premier two-way players. Her defense is suffocating, her post play is dominant, and her relentless competitive spirit elevates everyone around her. Reese has the kind of intensity that wins championships at every level she's played. Paige Bueckers brings unmatched versatility and skill. She can play multiple positions, stretch the floor with her three-point shooting, and make plays for her teammates. Bueckers can take over a game or seamlessly fit into a supporting role, a flexibility that's priceless in international competition where adaptability is key. Now imagine all three of these stars training together at an official USA Basketball senior camp. This isn't just practice, it's historic, combining their talent, competitive drive, and marketability. Clark, Reese, and Bueckers have the potential to completely reshape the global perception of women's basketball in the years ahead.
Now, we talked about the fact that Team USA, I believe it is in March, is going to play, I believe, in some qualifiers. That's probably when we're going to get to see Caitlin Clark play actual meaningful basketball again. But training camp is coming. The senior camp is coming. And it's
leading the camp is newly appointed USA national team head coach Cheryl Reeve, who also serves as Duke University's head coach. She's bringing in top-tier WNBA assistant coaches, signaling just how seriously USA basketball is approaching this evaluation. Natalia Tatishvili, Nate Tibbetts, and Stephanie White round out the coaching staff, each a highly respected figure in women's basketball, known for developing elite talent and running complex systems at the highest level. This coaching lineup shows that USA basketball is treating the 2026 World Cup cycle with the same precision, intensity, and professionalism that has kept the American women's program at the top for decades. The camp's goals are clear: assess talent, build team chemistry, teach strategic systems, and determine the player combinations most capable of securing gold in 2026.
Here's the juicy parts. The training camp will serve as an evaluation opportunity. As newly minted USA Women's National Team Managing Director Sue Bird is tasked with naming a team for 2026's FIBA World Cup in September of 2026, where the USA will go for its 5th straight World Cup gold medal. I don't know who will broadcast that, but if Caitlin Clark is on those teams...
Sue Bird's appointment as managing director is monumental. Bird is one of the greatest point guards in basketball history, with multiple Olympic gold medals and WNBA championships to her name. She knows what it takes to compete at the highest level and understands the fine line between a good international team and a truly dominant one. Under her leadership, only excellence will be acceptable in player selection and preparation. The viral buzz around the recent training footage highlights something important about the state of women's basketball today. People are hungry to see these athletes in action. Fans are eager to witness how top-tier players interact on the court. And the fact that a simple training video generated massive social media attention shows just how much demand there is for elite female basketball content. The timing of the camp is also intriguing. The WNBA season wraps in November, giving players a short off-season before diving into USA basketball commitments. Holding the camp in mid-December, right in the holiday season when casual fans have more free time, maximizes exposure. The real evaluations begin with March qualifiers, and if Clark, Reese, and Bueckers make that roster, viewership could skyrocket. The international schedule is intense. Qualifiers in March, the 2026 FIBA World Cup in September, and potentially Olympic trials for the next cycle make roster decisions critical. USA basketball's talent pool is deeper than it's been in years, and Sue Bird, along with the coaching staff, faces the challenge of determining which players give the team the best chance to win on the world stage. What makes this moment particularly special is the blend of veteran experience and emerging talent. USA basketball isn't just preparing for 2026, they're planning for the long term. They're identifying which young players can step into key roles as today's veterans eventually retire. Clark, Reese, and Bueckers represent the foundation of the next era in women's international basketball. Their performance here could shape not only 2026, but 2028 and beyond. Imagine a Team USA lineup with Clark, Reese, and Bueckers alongside veterans like Brittany Griner, Chelsea Gray, and Kelsey Plum. From an international perspective, that roster would be absolutely terrifying. Defending that mix of skill, athleticism, and basketball IQ would require a flawless game plan, and even then, the margin for error would be razor thin. The environment at Duke during this camp will be intense. These elite athletes aren't here to go through the motions. They want to prove they deserve a spot on the world stage. Practice will likely be more physically and mentally demanding than most regular season games. The coaching staff is observing everything: who commands respect in the gym, who elevates their teammates, who makes clutch plays, who handles setbacks, who's in peak physical condition, and who demonstrates the basketball IQ needed for sophisticated offensive and defensive systems. Every detail matters. One notable addition to the camp is Guju Watkins from USC. The National Player of the Year last season, Watkins is recovering from a March ACL tear and won't participate on the court. Still, her invitation to observe and learn signals that USA Basketball is casting a wide net, evaluating not just current form but potential, recovery, and long-term impact. This camp isn't just training, it's a glimpse into the future of women's basketball at the highest level, where the next generation meets legacy, and every decision could shape the international game for years to come. This camp shows that USA Basketball is thinking long-term, building a pipeline of talent that will impact the game for years to come. The media attention around this training camp will only grow as more footage surfaces online. Fans are eager for behind-the-scenes content, drills, competitive segments, coaching moments. All of it becomes shareable, high-quality material. With Clark, Reese, and Bueckers training together, it's almost guaranteed that clips will make their way across social media, fueling conversation and excitement. The impact on international women's basketball is enormous. Other countries are watching closely, noting who's in the Duke gym and trying to understand the system the US is developing. Opponents are already making adjustments to their own programs and player development strategies. USA Basketball has dominated globally for so long that the rest of the world is constantly trying to catch up, but this level of preparation only reinforces that gap. Beyond competition, this moment is about recognition and respect for women's basketball. The Duke training camp, with elite coaching staff, a detailed evaluation process led by Sue Bird, and security measures to protect player development, demonstrates that the women's game is being treated with the same professionalism as men's basketball at the international level. The viral nature of these videos is significant. It's not just basketball, it's visibility, representation, and inspiration. Watching elite female athletes train together normalizes women's sports as content worth consuming and sharing. For young players, seeing Caitlin Clark navigate high-pressure drills, Angel Reese push herself physically and mentally, and Paige Bueckers execute advanced basketball concepts provides a blueprint for what dedication and elite development look like. The 2026 World Cup is a massive opportunity to build on this momentum. If Team USA features Clark, Reese, and Bueckers prominently and dominates, it could break viewership records, attract more sponsorships, and elevate the marketability of women's basketball globally. March's qualifiers will be a major test: who starts, who earns minutes, and who steps up on the international stage. Fans will be glued to every play, and if broadcasters like NBC capitalize on the narrative, the audience numbers could rival major sporting events. This viral training video marks a turning point. Casual fans and basketball enthusiasts alike are seeing that elite women's basketball has reached a new level. The skill, athleticism, and competitiveness on display are at a championship standard. These are not athletes just trying. They are professionals performing at the highest level. The USA Basketball camp at Duke could change the landscape of women's basketball forever. Clark, Reese, and Bueckers training together officially is just the beginning. With the 2026 World Cup qualifiers coming in March, if these three make the roster, viewership and global attention are set to explode. This is the future of women's basketball: dynamic, elite, and unstoppable. What's your prediction for Team USA in 2026?